Queridos amigos de la TNT, estamos aquí con nuestros otros invitados. Afortunadamente hemos tenido la oportunidad de invitar a otras dos personas más de cosplay internacional. Así es que vamos a hacer la entrevista. Space Pizza, right?
Sí.
Junkers.
Hi.
Okay. So, we're on TNT TV,
Okay.
you know, so it's very special for us to have this interview. So, tell us about your names, Space Pizza. Where did that come from, that Space Pizza?
Well, I wanted to come up with something that was unique and original, and it's definitely both of those things.
You guys,
Junkers, man, where did this come from?
yeah, we were just talking about that. What happened was I got invited to a convention, and they said, "Hey, man, you really need a Facebook page." And I was like, "Okay, fine." I had a page reserved for my dog. His name's Junkers, and I was gonna put him in silly costumes. And then all of a sudden, like, that page became my page, and now everyone's calling me by my dog's name. But I'm just gonna kind of live with it.
It's excellent. Tell us about how do you feel here in Mexico on the TNT especially?
I felt nothing but warmth and lots of. Everyone is very friendly, and I really like that it's enjoyable. I'm excited for the dealer's hall downstairs.
It's really fun here. The convention's really, really big. Like, I was really impressed. I really want to get over there and play that JoJo's game with everyone.
Okay, have you felt the difference between the US convention and the Mexican conventions? So tell us a little bit.
There's definitely a big difference, I think. I feel that Mexico's convention scene is a little less developed as the convention scene in America is, and so it's a much more relaxed, laid back, and more fan-based, it seems. And I really enjoy that because then you see the love and like everything all the work that people put into their costumes and things like that. And it's nice and it's refreshing.
The big thing I've noticed a lot about the Mexican convention is that it's really family-based almost. Like, everyone always knows each other. Like, when I was downstairs, the guy that I was with, he knew pretty much everyone down there, or just people taking pictures of me. They knew everyone else. Everyone always likes to gather around and know each other. The stage is always somewhere where everyone gathers and everyone knows each other. So that was a big difference. In America, we kind of don't really know each other. I know, like, 10, 15 people at a convention at a time, and that's about it.
Okay, Space Pizza, tell us about your career as a cosplay. Can you tell us just a little bit?
Well, I started going, I'm more of an anime-based cosplayer. I started going to anime conventions all the way back in 2000. And the very next year, I fell in love with cosplay instantly, and the next year I had my first costume. So I've been doing it for quite a while. I didn't really get into it heavily until probably 3-4 years ago. And it's just sort of snowballed, and I love it. It's so much fun, and I love the attention. I mean, of course, any cosplayer does. And it's really good to meet new people and meet people with like-minded people.
I got into cosplay in 2004. I made my first costume, but then I enlisted in the Navy, and I couldn't make anything until 2011. So really, I've only been cosplaying since really 2011. I got into that, and people started noticing my prop work. I got taught by some really good people, and I got to learn really quickly. And that by 2012, I was starting to get professional commissions. So I feel really blessed to have good friends really trying to bring me up. And that's why I always like to give back to people by trying to teach them whenever I can.
Okay, which costumes do you like? The costume where you show your body, or maybe you cover it?
Well, I tend to not really make things where I show my body a lot. So I'd have to say that I prefer some do a little, but nothing is like super bad. But really, I like the designs of what I make, and that's what I like. So if I find something that happens to show a lot, but I like the design, I'll do it.
So, my man, junkers. How can I say this? Are your costumes always been like showing your abs, man? It's crazy. We here in Mexico, we have the most fattest food in earth. So tell us about your abs. Does always your costumes, you have to show your abs, man?
It's funny that you asked that when I'm wearing this costume. This is from Ruby, and I know the creator, Monty He said, okay, I have everyone that I want to cosplay my characters, and I have one just for you. I'm like, all right, cool. You're gonna give me one with like lots of armor, big sword. It's gonna be awesome. And he showed me. He's like, I want you to be the abs guy. I'm like, is that who I am to you, man? All right, let's do it. And I look back at all my other costumes. I'm like, there's a lot of that. So now I started to try and get into full body armor so that people just don't think like, oh man, you're doing just abs for Jesus. So I did Berserk. That was all covered. I'm working on Saint Seiya now. That's all covered. So I'm trying to get away from that.
That's the work of the Navy, right? So tell us a little about, you know that you made a lot of fans these 2 days. Okay. You know that?
I guess so.
That guy wants to marry you.
Get in line.
So you also made a lot of fans, right? Many girls. Oh,
yeah, I got to meet a lot of people, but I think the coolest thing is I got to actually meet a lot of people that were already on my page. I got to meet a few people today, and they were telling me about how they were following me for the last week or so, and they were really excited to meet me, and I hope I didn't let them down.
Okay, we're so happy to have you here on the TNT. Really, you are our guest. We are honored guest. So thank you very much, guys, and just we live to say gracias.